27 minutes on to the 7 o'clock. This is where I say good morning to you, Grenada, Carrier, Cupidi, Martinique, the west of the Eastern Caribbean.
My God is, my God is, my God.
Hope all is well. Hope you're doing fine. Hope you had a great night's rest. And you're up and ready to face the challenges of this brand new day.
My God is, my God.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yulin Alexander, good morning to you.
As I draw near,
She says blessings for a terrific Tuesday.
guide my steps away from temptation.
Yulin, let's take the sweat. Let's take the dance.
I know the
Mildred Smith and Shem, good morning to you. Zamora Plenty, good morning to you also. Auntie Mildred wants you to have a good day at school today. Be a good girl as always. Yeah.
We are living in serious times. Man, know thyself. Know Jesus is
From St. Patrick in the north, St. John in the west, St. David in the east, Point Celine in the south.
heavens and not praise his name.
Yeah.
And let the heathen bow their head
Well, St. George in the south, but the southern tip.
in the valley.
Point Celine. Lansapine, good morning.
Sing this song of praise non-stop. Let the birds and beasts them sing. Sing praise to the King of Kings.
Anne Salandi, good morning. Sylvina Charles, good morning to you. Howdy do. 25 minutes on to the 7. Let's head into the word of the day.
My God is, my God
And the word of the day today, it is ambivalent.
is.
Ambivalent. A-M-B-I-V-A-L-E-N-T.
My God is worthy to be praised.
Sing along.
Let the birds and beasts them sing.
DJ Small Clothes, good morning. DJ Hot Wax, DJ Vika. Splendid sounds.
Let the heaven and earth them sing. All the angels right there.
Howdy do.
From the land of the sinking sun.
Just trying to get the connectivity with my TV so that the word of the day can be shown. Yes, here it is, ambivalent. A-M-B-I-V-A-L-E-N-T. And it means having mixed feelings about someone or something. Yeah.
This is the day.
Here's how we can use it in a sentence.
So let
I felt ambivalent about starting a new job, excited for the opportunity, but sad to leave my current team.
hear my prayer.
Yeah, mixed feelings. Should I not?
If I had
Yeah,
a chance,
ambivalent.
start afresh again and live this life all over, things just wouldn't be the same. But since for tomorrow, there is no guarantee. I want to say thank you, Jesus, for all you've done for me. Yes, Lord. Oh, Father,
Sing along.
thank you for another day.
Uh-huh.
Oh, merciful Father, oh, please hear my prayer. Oh, Father,
Motivational tip coming up.
sacrifice. Oh, merciful Father, oh, yes, I'm still alive. Let him
To all the busmen of the nation, of course, good morning to you. All the busmen. Zai, good morning. Miss Claire. Yeah.
my prayer.
Ram and Marcus. Yvonne. Red Hot. Mr. Julian, good morning.
Though my life is filled
Those of you coming down on the western side, good morning. Please be safe, all right?
to turn this thing around, 'cause there is no miracle.
Nadisha, good morning. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. And that's a repeat, right? Yeah.
Thank you for the breath.
Good morning, Holmesy and Abigail. The Sandersons, Debbie and family, good morning.
Father. Thank you for my daily.
Sing along, sing along.
Merciful Father, through your grace my soul is fed.
Mr. Burgess McPhee, how you do, bro? You alright? Nice. Monica Meros Williams, good morning. Michelle Bernard. Eva James. Hope you're doing fine.
I will lift up my eyes unto the hills from whence cometh my help.
Gigi Giles.
Help come from the Lord.
Good morning. Denzo, good morning. Daphne and Sylvie.
Neither can I say the minute or the hour.
Nice.
But until
Howdy do?
servant, I'll try to do my best. And once I give my service, you'll take care of the rest. Yes, Lord. Oh,
Reaching out and saying good morning to Brent Douglas, Carrie Douglas, and Kaylee Douglas.
you give.
All right.
Nothing more I want
Coming from a wife and a mom.
than to live my life for you. Letting you.
The nutritional health tip is up next.
Oh, my child.
Follow these steps and you'll be fine. Drink lots of water.
A healthy diet can help promote the health of the prostate. This can also reduce the likelihood of developing prostate cancer, which is the most common cancer found in men. The prostate is a small walnut-shaped gland that is part of the reproductive system of men. The gland is responsible for producing seminal fluid that nourishes and transports sperm. This gland can become enlarged for unknown reasons. However, the most common cause of an enlarged prostate is prostate cancer, which can be mild and cause the slow growth of the gland, which requires minimal treatment, or it can be an aggressive form of prostate cancer, which can grow quickly and is more invasive. A man is at risk of prostate cancer if he is over the age of 50, is of African descent, have a family history of prostate problems or cancer and breast cancer, and if he is obese or overweight. The symptoms of prostate cancer are trouble urinating, blood in the urine and semen, erectile dysfunction, decreased force in the stream of urine, unexplained weight loss, and bone pain. A man who is at risk of prostate cancer should consume a diet that is low in unhealthy fats, low in simple or processed sugars, high in fiber, and filled with fruits and vegetables. Research indicates that regularly eating certain foods like cooked tomatoes, cold water fish like salmon and sardines, pomegranate, cruciferous vegetables like cabbage, bok choy, broccoli and cauliflower, and green tea and coffee can help reduce the likelihood of developing prostate cancer. Visit our TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and website during the month of June for more information on issues surrounding men's health. Until next time, the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council reminds you to look, eat, and feel well.
Yeah. Men, be careful, all right? Once you pass 40,
So let us rejoice.
start doing your checks, okay? Don't wait till it's too late when the doctor would say,
My pride. Yeah, my pride.
had you come just a little earlier. You don't want that happening to you, all right?
Well,
You're 40 and up,
that chance. 'Cause
get your prostate checked, okay?
I need,
Good morning to all the doctors, all the nurses of the nation.
but since
Nurse Keisha,
there is no
how you do? You all right? Nurse Pierre, good morning.
Jesus for all you done for me. Yes, Lord. Oh,
Sing along, sing along.
thank you for another day. Oh, merciful Father. Oh, please hear my prayer.
What's buzzing this morning? Well, buzzing this morning.
Thank you for this.
Sandals rewards Caribbean Olympic athletes, medalists with free vacations. Also, the Caribbean citizenship by investment countries say Russians are no longer welcome. Wow. That is a bold, harsh one, boy.
Hear my prayer.
In the region St. Lucia to introduce Creole, also known as Creole language in schools. Internationally, UNESCO warns of global spike in attacks on education. And in sports, South Africa to decide whether to tour Bangladesh this week. They'll make that decision this week. There, political crisis in Bangladesh, so the South Africans, they're wondering, should I go, should I not?
Provide my needs.
Cicely Blackman, good morning. Agnes Lyons, good morning.
Thank you.
Hilary J. Harris, good morning, my friend. How you doing?
Through your grace, my soul.
Hope you all are doing fine, yeah?
Oh, my child. Oh, my child. Play the music.
So we're just heading into the AM edition of News, Sports, and the Weather right after this. Right up.
The Ministry of Climate Resilience, the Environment and Renewable Energy, in collaboration with the NAP Global Network and the GCRUISE Project, presents Everyone in Action for Climate Change Adaptation, a series of community meetings on climate change adaptation and resilience. Here are the dates to remember. Starting at 5 p.m., Monday 9th September, Mount Craven Community Center, St. Patrick. Wednesday 11th September, Grenville Secondary School, St. Andrew. Thursday, 12th September, St. John Anglican School, Guave for St. John and St. Mark. Monday, 16th September, The Canal, St. David. Tuesday, 17th September, Boca Secondary School, St. George. And on Friday, 20th September at 10 a.m., we'll be in Carriacou at the Mermaid Hotel. Let's talk climate change. Let's talk adaptation. Let's talk resilience. See you there.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Get ready for non-stop cricket excitement as GBN brings you live coverage of this year's Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League. Please note there will be some adjustments to our regular programming lineup. On Tuesday, September 10th through Friday, September 13th, transitions will be at 5:05 p.m. GBN television news will air at 6 p.m., followed by a repeat right after the CPL match. And don't miss the rebroadcast of transitions after the news repeat. GBN with you anywhere and everywhere with the best in sports coverage. Stay tuned and stay informed with GBN.
This is the GBN Morning News for today, Tuesday, September 10th, 2024. Coming up in the news, Sandals rewards Caribbean Olympic medalists with free vacations. Caribbean citizenship by investment countries say Russians no longer welcome. In the region, St. Lucia to introduce Creole language in schools. UNESCO warns of global spike in attacks on education. That's international. And in sports, South Africa to decide whether to tour Bangladesh this week. We've got the details to these and more after these messages.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Good morning. With the details, I am Gordon Joseph. Caribbean athletes who medaled at the Paris Olympic Games and who are from islands where Sandals Resorts International operates have been offered complimentary vacations by the award-winning resort brand. The resort chain stated in a news release that Jamaicans Rohe Storner, Kishen Thomas, Shanika Ricketts, Rajindra Campbell, Wayne Pinnock, and Rashid Broadbell, as well as St. Lucia's Julian Alfred, Grenada's Lyndon Victor, and Anderson Peters. They will all receive complimentary one-week vacations at any Sandals or Beaches resort across the region. This latest show of support for Caribbean athletes has become a hallmark of Sandals Resorts, as the group made a similar offering to athletes at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. The resort chain has also been a major sponsor of regional sports such as West Indies cricket team and multiple motorsport athletes, among many others. Caribbean citizenship by investment countries say Russians no longer welcome. On August 29, 2024, the 5 Eastern Caribbean countries that offer citizenship by investment programs and the United States Department of the Treasury held a productive roundtable in Grenada to discuss the status of implementation of the 6 CBI principles. The Caribbean countries concerned are Antigua and Barbuda, Dominica, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis, and St. Lucia. Now, this week was the 3rd U.S. Caribbean Roundtable. This was the 3rd U.S. Roundtable and on CBI, and the delegations discussed progress made and challenges remaining to address the 6 CBI principles agreed to by Caribbean heads of government in February of 2023. The parties acknowledged the concerted regional efforts toward full implementation of the principles. Of note, all CBI countries have worked to fully and continuously implement the following 4 principles. Principle 1, collective agreement on treatment of denials. Not to process applicants from persons or applications from persons whose applications have been denied in any of the other 5 CBI jurisdictions. Principle 2, interviews. Conduct interviews with applicants. Principle 3, additional checks. Run checks on each applicant with the financial intelligence unit of the relevant country. And Principle 4, treatment of Russians and Belarusians. Suspend processing applications from Russians and Belarusians. The CBI countries were represented by delegations comprising of the chairs, chief executive officers, and technical staff from the CBI programs. Also represented were delegations from the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, led by Governor Timothy Antoine, and the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States Commission, led by Director General Dr. Didacus Jules. Governor Antoine and U.S. Treasury Acting Deputy Assistant Secretary Warren Ryan co-chaired the roundtable. The United Nations will be hosting its 16th Conference of Parties on Biological Diversity, or COP16, from October 21st to November 1, 2024, in Cali, Colombia. At COP16, governments will be tasked with reviewing the state of implementation of the coming Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework. To adequately prepare Caribbean nations for effective participation at COP16, a regional preparatory workshop has been planned for regional participants in Miami for September from the 11th to the 13th. Participation in COP16 is essential for the Caribbean region to advocate for stronger international commitments to biodiversity conservation, secure resources for protecting its ecosystems, and collaborate on global strategies to preserve its natural heritage. By being involved, the region can ensure that its specific challenges and needs are considered in global biodiversity policies, enhancing its resilience and sustainability. That ends the local segment of news. Stay with us, the regional roundup and international developments, along with the sports and the weather. They are straight ahead. Six minutes on to 7 o'clock. We now join the Caribbean News Desk for this morning's edition of the Regional Roundup.
From the Caribbean News Desk, the morning edition. Good morning. I'm Dennis Chabrol.
And I'm Kendall Morgan with the latest from across the Caribbean.
St. Kitts and Nevis is into the first full week of a special 90-day campaign against violence and crime. The campaign is targeting an all-of-society approach to finding solutions to crime and violence, which are being treated as a public health issue with similar characteristics to other health problems. St. Kitts and Nevis Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew announced the campaign.
First thing is to diagnose, and we have diagnosed the problem. Now we are going to come up with the solutions, but it takes all of us. And so I want to say officially and to launch from this point onwards the 90-day campaign against violence and crime. And so we will create a secretariat, which we have started already. And that secretariat will reach out to all in our society who want to contribute positively to resolving this matter.
Meanwhile, Jamaica's former National Security Minister and current opposition Senator Peter Bunton addressed the launch of the St. Kitts Nevis 90-day anti-violence campaign and recounted his own success with strategies that treated violence as an epidemic. He compared that with what he called a hard policing and harsh legislation currently being employed to fight Jamaica's high crime levels, which he said are not showing the required results.
In fact, the current government has used states of emergency as a serial and routine tool of policing without any success. During our period, we tried a different approach. We tried to balance crime control with crime prevention measures. And in fact, we changed our philosophy of addressing violent crime. We adopted the epidemiological approach to addressing violence as an epidemic. And I would say we had some success.
Antigua and Barbuda's opposition United Progressive Party, UPP, has suffered another defection. Dr. Edmund Mansour has left the UPP and endorsed the Antigua and Barbuda Labour Party administration of Prime Minister Gaston Brown. Dr. Mansour says he has lost confidence in the leadership of the UPP, of which he was a member for 30 years. UPP leader Jamal Pringle has been at pains to assure Antiguans and Barbudans that his party is not crumbling, but the vulnerable is being targeted.
I take this opportunity to encourage our members, our supporters, and our well-wishers not to be distracted. Make no mistake, The results of the last election alarmed the ABLP, and as a result, they have devised a well-funded strategy to derail this organization and to pick off the morally and financially weakest in our party.
Back in July, Anthony Smith had also resigned from the UPP and was appointed a minister.
The Bahamas expects further delays to its deployment of troops to Haiti to be part of the multinational security support mission working to restore stability to the violence-plagued country. Bahamian Foreign Minister Fred Mitchell says the dynamics have changed since the country made its initial commitment.
And one of the things the Bahamas has to consider is the new position of the U.S. that they want to seek to convert the current mission into a UN policing action under Chapter 7. That's a new dimension to this. And I think the issue is because there's been a difficulty raising funding under the current conditions. So we have to study what that means. Our commitment is still there, but precisely where we are, as in our people deployed, I'm not specifically certain where that is at the moment.
Meanwhile, 2 Belizean military officers are going to Jamaica ahead of an assignment to Haiti.
Dutch St. Martin's new parliamentary year is focusing on agriculture. The new parliamentary year begins today. President of the Parliament, Sarah Westcott Williams, says the theme, uncovering and supporting agriculture and sustainable agricultural practices, seeks to focus attention on that vitally important sector.
The chosen theme seeks to highlight sustainability in our community and specifically sustainable practices and methods currently being utilized by local leaders and pioneers in the agricultural sector with the aim of securing food security. These initiatives provide concrete and insightful examples of how a sector such as this can mean so much for the community of St. Martin on different fronts. Hence, the theme for this year.
This has been the morning edition from the Caribbean News Desk. You may contact us by phone or WhatsApp on +592 700 9293. Thanks for listening.
And looking further afield, the World Trade Organization, that's the WTO, on Monday said that open trade alone was not enough to reduce inequalities between wealthy and developing nations, and more was needed to help poorer countries. The WTO's 2024 report on global trade looked at the role that commerce has played to narrow the gap between economies since its creation in 1995. The report found that low and middle income economies tend to engage less in international trade, receive less foreign direct investment, and depend more on commodities. And finally, the United Nations, that's the UN, on Monday said that attacks worldwide against students and educational facilities rose by 20% in 2022 and 2023 over the 2 previous years, especially in war-torn countries. The UN's cultural agency, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, that's UNESCO, cited a study by the Global Coalition for Protecting Education from Attack, of which it is a member. It said 6,000 attacks against students, professionals, and educational institutions, including 1,000 cases of military use of these institutions, were recorded worldwide in 2022 to 2023. An average of 8 per day. That's the regional and international news. Stay with us. The sporting highlights are straight ahead. Good morning, sporting fans. Cricket South Africa is currently in discussion with the South African Cricketers Association as they are in talks about whether they will be touring Bangladesh for 2 tests in October. The series, according to the Future Tours program, is set to begin on October 21, but due to the political tensions in the country, South Africa's willingness to go is being discussed. The side security checks are being completed, due to which a final decision on the matter is yet to be given. Recently, the Women's T20 World Cup, which was slated to be held in Bangladesh, was moved out to the country due to the students' riot and will now be held in the United Arab Emirates, the UAE. According to reports within the CSA, that's Cricket South Africa, it has been informed that the situation in Bangladesh has calmed down and South Africa is hopeful of traveling to Bangladesh. However, should there be any risk in the security assessments, the Cricket South Africa will not tour the country. That's the sport at this time. We'll have more sports for you during our luncheon edition. Stay with us. The weather forecast is up next. And folks, for the latest weather forecast, we now join forecaster at the Met Office of the MBIA, Fimby Frank. Good morning, Fims.
Hey, good morning. Good morning to everyone locked on. It's a partly cloudy morning down here at the southernmost end of the state. The winds are blowing from the east-southeast at 12 miles per hour. Pressure is lower than the mean, but it's rising. 11.7 millibars. Present temperature 28 degrees. Average 86%. Maximum temperature here within the last day went up to 30.1, while the minimum temperature last night or this morning 24.7. Please note all temperatures are in Celsius. In terms of rain here within the last day, well, there was quite a bit of rain, 35.3. Hence, for the month so far, total goes up to 39.8 millimeters of rain, but this is only for the airport. Now let's take a look at the forecast followed for the day and the nighttime. The weather expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy with some showers, mostly during the morning time, some of which may be heavy, and just a low chance of some thunder. By mid-afternoon into the evening, you should see fewer clouds and showers. Maximum temperature for the day should get up to near 31 degrees. Winds easterly to southeasterly at 10 to 15 miles per hour, but becoming near calm at times. Seas should get up to near 4 feet, hence waves should get up to near 4 feet, hence seas will be slight to moderate. Tides are rising now, should be high just about 8 o'clock, and then low near midday. Sunset, 6:10. Sunrise on Wednesday, 5:56. Just to recap the forecast followed for the day and the nighttime. The weather expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy with some showers, some of which may be heavy, and just a low chance of thunder showers. That's for the morning time. By mid-afternoon into the evening, you should see things clearing up a bit with fewer clouds and fewer showers. That's it from the Met Office. From my Frank.
Thank you very much, Fimba. Have yourself a great day now.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, folks. The weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick & Thompson Company Limited. Seven minutes after 7 o'clock to end the news, a recap of the headlines. Sandals rewards Caribbean Olympic medalists with free vacations. Caribbean citizenship by investment countries say no Russians allowed or welcome. And the region St. Lucia to introduce Creole language in schools. Internationally, UNESCO warns of global spike in attacks on education. And in sports, South Africa to decide whether to tour Bangladesh this week. That has been the morning edition of news for today, Tuesday, September 10th, 2024. On behalf of the entire news department, I am Gordon Joseph, thanking you for listening, wishing you a productive day, and extending the invitation to you to stick and stay with the network, because we are with you anywhere and everywhere.
As we get ready to give thanks, the long Thanksgiving weekend. Legends Promotions presents the 18th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert, Saturday, October 26th, Grenada Trade Center at 7:30 p.m. Featuring the 1980 Calypso Monarch Survivor. Together with Stubbles. 10 times Calypso Monarch Scholar. Alongside Luther, Tobago Kuso, and 7 times Soca and 10 times Road March King. Super Blue. Super Blue. Tickets cost $16 and are available at all Gittins Healthcare Pharmacies, Wall Street, Grenville, and Guelph, Springs Shopping Center, St. David's Pharmacy, Clear Vision Eye Care Center, on the Carinage, and Gittins Pharmacy, St. George's. It's the 18th annual Hubbard's Legends in Concert, Saturday, October 26th, Thanksgiving weekend, Grenada Trade Center, 7:30 p.m. You can't afford to miss this one.
The Grenada Motor Club will be hosting its second and final international drag racing event for 2024 at Pearls International Speedway on September 28th and 29th. Expect the fastest set of drag cars and bikes the Caribbean has to offer. September 27th, meet and greet at Lavo Lanes. September 28th, test and tune bracket race qualifiers. And after drags, chill out at Sizzle Bar and Lounge. September 29th, drag race finals at Pearls International Speedway. There will be a special guest appearance by one of the Caribbean's top drag racers and a special drift performance by one of the Caribbean's top drifter. Mark the dates, September 28th and 29th at Pearls International Speedway is the place to be. You don't want to miss this one.
Where are you come on? Where are you from? How was leave free promotion? It is on Monday. Somebody send out the warning.
Spend $50 or more at any Hubbard's department or participating outlets for a chance to win free fuel, free drinks, free prizes, free property and vehicular insurance, free Hub TV and internet, free electricity, free coke, free water, free cooking gas, free paint supplies, free Dutch Lady milk, free passes to Sunshine promotion events for 2024, free groceries, all for one whole year, and every winner receives a free lunch package. But that's not all. Drive away in style in a brand new Isuzu D-Max. It sits, it doesn't guzzle. So fill out your entries and place them into the marked entry boxes. This promotion is brought to you in part by Dutch Lady, Danny, Promo, Supreme Bleach, Creative Chef, Grenlac, Floor, Salt Petroleum, Grenadian General Insurance Company Limited, Coca-Cola, Sunshine Promotion, Caribberies, Coop Bank, Sesame Spain, and Food Fear. Promotion runs from April 2nd to December 24th. Terms and conditions apply.
It's the event you won't want to miss. GIDC Business Deals Day is happening on Saturday, October 12th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Frequenty Industrial Park playing field. Explore the latest products and service offerings from businesses within the industrial parks. Enjoy discounts on GIDC business support services and get fantastic deals on household items, building materials, accessories, condiments, and more, with exciting prizes up for grabs throughout the day. But that's not all. Dive into a mini health fair and career expo for valuable health education and employment opportunities, all while enjoying the songs of Trio the Band and DJ Graphic Sounds. It will be a fun-filled day filled with eats, drinks, games, deals, and more. Mark your calendars and join the GIDC at Frequenty Industrial Park Plainfield on Saturday, October 12th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. See you there.
All right, good morning. It's 13 minutes after 7 o'clock, and it's time for the conversation this morning. And as you can see, I've got with me in the studio not two beautiful ladies this morning, but two handsome gentlemen. You know, two handsome gentlemen. I'm used to having beautiful ladies so early in the morning, you know. Good. All right, so they're representing Rubis, but before I do that, I want to take the opportunity and wish some special people some birthday. Happy birthday. All right, today is Kadisha's birthday. That's my daughter. Kadi, good morning. Happy birthday to you. I know you're going to have a blast. I know you. I know you're going to have a blast today. And also, your brothers and sisters and everybody want to wish you all the best today. Enjoy it to the fullest. All right, we love you dearly. And also today, someone else who is very special is also celebrating, Kalia Adams. Kalia is becoming a big girl. All right, happy birthday to you, Kaylee. And I know mommy and everybody at home, they're going to make it extremely special for you. There's someone else celebrating. Let me see, who was that person? Okay, all right. No, I think that this is it. Right, happy birthday to you. All right, enjoy it to the fullest. Now down to the business at hand. Rubis has a safety week coming up, and with me this morning is Mr. Crispin Andrews. He's the operations coordinator, and also Rondell Alexis is the safety ambassador for Grenada. Gentlemen, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Right, you all sound good. Yeah, you all sound good. I had to get you all to do some background vocals for me next year, so we could win again. You know.
You're trying best.
Yeah. Right. Okay, so give us an insight into what this Rubis Safety Week is all about.
Right. So Safety Week is, well, it's ongoing for 6 years. 6 years now, since the year 2018. So it's from September the 9th, yesterday, to the 13th.
Okay.
So it's for a week.
The 13th is a Friday.
Yes.
It's Black Friday, you know. Yeah.
So it's the last day is on the 13th, and we do categories of activities. You understand? So the first day we get a nice quote from the CEO. The second day is another activity where we visit you.
Okay.
Special
right.
GBN TV.
Yeah, well, of course.
Yes.
You can't have a celebration without having GBN in the mix.
Yes, to emphasize safety to the public and also to the Rubis staff, you know, because safety is first. Do it safe, not at all. And the third day, we go to the service station and spreading more safety. The clean energy fuel. And on Thursday, we go to the school and we talk to the children. You know, the children is most important. And the last day is normal activities.
Okay.
Yeah. So as Rhonda would have stated, one of our slogans is do it safe or not at all, right? There's always time to do something safely. So Safety Week for us really is, you know, a time where we take a time to pause and reflect and refocus on ensuring that we're doing things safe. And not only us at Rubis, but also the customers and everyone that is involved with Rubis, and not only Rubis, but everyone around us in the community.
Okay.
Is a very important aspect for us.
Okay, and well, and that's noble in that it shows that the company is not just about making profits and so forth, but it's also concerned about the care and well-being of not just the customers, but the people in the communities in which they operate, and that's a very noble gesture. So what are some of the health, not health, but some of the tips that motorists and people who use Rubis products will be getting during this week?
Okay, so when we go to the stations, I mean, these are things that we basically are just reinforcing. So things like turn your vehicle off while on the forecourt getting refueled. For the persons that may not want fuel for their vehicle, but for lawnmowers and weed eaters, as we call them, you need to get your approved bottles to be able to put your fuel in. Ensure the bottles are placed on the ground so you can have a safe fueling up, right? One of the dangers, what many persons may not know about, is that static electricity, right? So we need to ensure that you are grounded so that you have no static discharge, so you place the bottle on the ground. One of the other things that we also ask persons to do when you look at LPG, if you have your bottles, ensure they're upright, right? So there are many different tips and tricks, well, not tips and tricks, but different tips that we need to follow just to be safe. No smoking at the gas station, no use of your cell phone, no vaping at this gas station. So all these are different things that we need to always be mindful of.
Okay, I can understand, and I know many of my viewing and listening audience would understand. Okay, at the gas station you're not permitted to smoke, because we understand smoking and gas, where there is smoke there is fire, and gas and fire don't go hand in hand. All right, they're always in a fight. Yeah. Okay. You just explained something about static energy, so the bottles must be left on the ground when you're refueling. But one of the things that I do not quite get is the cell phone. Why is it so important that your cell phone be switched off or not in use while at the service station?
Okay, so I think something that we need to go back to is the foundation. So that foundation is the fire triangle. So of three things we need to have a fire. You need to have fuel, you need to have oxygen, and you need to have ignition source. Now once you have all those three present in the right mix, you can start a fire. So we at the gas station, around us is oxygen, we're all breathing, so we know that's there. Then we have the fuel, which is at the pump, which we're certain that is also there. So sometimes you're at the pump and you may have that smell of gasoline or diesel or what's not, so you know for a fact that the vapors are present. Now all we need to start a fire is the ignition source. So basically when you tell you not to use your cell phone in the gas station, then you take it off so you don't have that ignition source or that spark, because the cell phone could generate static electricity, right? Vaping and smoking can ignite a fire. So all we are trying to eliminate is one of the three components to start a fire. So
why not eliminate the oxygen?
That's impossible.
Yeah. If we do eliminate the oxygen, then anything could happen, because there won't be life. Yeah. So we don't care if there's fire or not. Okay. All right. Yeah. So folks, it's important that you understand that, because ever so often you still see people going to the gas stations with their cell phones on. Now, whereas you might not be using a match or a lighter or so, but there is a spark that can be created by using your cell phone. The touch screen, it means that particles are going to rush together, create friction, and that is where the spark can come. And the area in which you are purchasing the fuel, the gas is in the atmosphere there.
Fumes.
Yeah. So you need to be, I'm certain that at any Rubis service station you go, there are signs that show you switch off the cell phone, switch off the engines, and no smoking, and all the safety or precautionary measures that should go along with the sale and use of your products, and that's commendable. Rubis also sells LPG, liquid petroleum gas. All right, that too is that's a product that customers would take and go to their home. What are some of the safety tips you all can give for that?
So at home, at the station, when you purchase your cylinder, and you carry it home, you ensure that you check your valves, the valves that have like a pin. You ensure you get some soap water and you soak it down to ensure there's no leak, no smell, and you have it in a clean and ventilated area.
That's when you go home with it.
Yeah.
But that leads me to another question. I have experienced that already personally. You purchase a cylinder of gas, you do not check it at the service station where you purchase it, and you go home, and then you realize that it's not working. The cylinder is filled, but it's not working. Just about maybe 2-3 months ago, I had an experience like this, and had to carry it back to the service station to have it exchanged. Now, shouldn't it be mandatory that once you purchase a cylinder of LPG, it should be the valve that you talk about, that pin? Shouldn't you do the same soap test that you are talking about that we do at home? Shouldn't we do it at the service station?
Not necessarily, because most of the time we do it in the terminal.
Yeah, so before that bottle gets to you, we do a leak test at the terminal. So everything that leaves the terminal would have been leak tested. As with many things, sometimes you do things and it may still leak. It may happen. So just a secondary precaution that we admonish and advise persons to take that extra step. But every cylinder that leaves the terminal is something that is one that was checked before it left.
Because I personally, based on past experiences, your grandparents are usually very safe. So whenever I was sent to purchase gas as a little boy, Mommy would always say, let them pour some water on the head before you come with it. You understand? And I think that it could be a little extra caution that you're taking to avoid inconveniences and so forth. For example, with me, I was driving, so I could drive and go and take. But what about somebody who had to carry it on their shoulder and go back to get it exchanged?
Yeah,
so
true.
I think that could be added to the mix.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely.
All right. So it's important. I'm happy that you all are taking the safety week to the schools. Now, I am asking myself, why the school? Because school children don't necessarily purchase petrol for the vehicles. They don't purchase LPG. So why to the schools?
So for the school children, so we starting at the primary school, not necessarily kindergarten, because they are basically younger, curious children. So more the grade 6, maybe grade 5, who trying to maybe light a stove, their parents not home, to encourage them not to do so. You understand? So
don't light a stove?
Yeah, try not to.
Okay. All right.
Unless you have parental advice.
Well, that is where I was coming now. So you're incorporating parental control as well, because children should be children.
Yeah.
Children should not be allowed to cook except the parents are there and showing them the ropes in the kitchen.
Yeah, of course.
I was having that conversation with some children sometime last week, and the little boy who's about 13 or 14 thereabout, and he was asking, so Mr. Gordon, why can't I stay home by myself, or why my sisters and I can't stay home by myself? And I was saying to him, I said, listen, you're a child, you're still a child, and children do children stuff. In the event something, worst case scenario, a fire breaks out, and yes, your sister is 16, you're 14, the other sister is about 7, 6 thereabout. A fire breaks out, yes, so you all are big enough, you think so. But when that pressure comes on, the way you will react as a child is not the way an adult would be able to balance the situation and manage it.
Yeah.
So it's important that the schools visits is very critical, because some of the children, they're doing home economics and this how they call that subject again? they learn to cook and bake and all this kind of thing, and the children would culinary arts, right? Yeah. So I think it's very important that the children are not left out of the mix as well.
And one thing I want to go back to, you mentioned your grandmother. I think she told you when you check the bottle to use water or what's not. Now I'm sure you were a child. At that point, and you remember it now.
Yep.
So we're going to start there. So hopefully, when we speak to them, they remember it and grow old with it also.
Yeah. I mean, I must commend Rubis on that. And when you go back to Mr. Archer, I say good morning. All right. He's always advocating for safety of all Rubis products, all services. You know, at the gas stations. I remembered on a number of occasions where I did, you all have this link up, the radio link up and so forth. And he's always advocating for safety and precaution. Somebody seems to have a question. Let's see. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Gordon, and how you do, you and your guest?
Welcome. I'm good.
I'm just going back to the point when you stated the cell phone in the gas station. I never knew cell phone was so dangerous until I see it happens. And it wasn't by gas. If it wasn't by gas, probably even a whole lot of fire. Is that a cell phone explode right in one face, right? And right once you're using the phone, it explode and it create a whole set of fire. But lucky thing, it was in an open area where you don't have thing to catch a fire, but the guy get all his face burned up because of the cell phone. And what we learned is that the cell phone was excessively hot. It was overheating. And because it was overheating, and he didn't pay attention to it, it just exploded. So it is very dangerous for a cell phone to be in a gas station and using, because you don't know when you go overheat or when you go explode. So I want kudos on that part because I really see it for my own self. What happens. So you know how dangerous it is for a cell phone. I never knew it was so dangerous until I see it. So it is very good to keep it turned off. No sparks will be, no smoke, nothing on gas. It's because it's gas.
Good.
So thank you, that.
All right, thanks. Yeah, well, the message is reaching out.
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay. What are some of the other tips you want to send out? Is there anything you think we missed? I'm seeing your picture take out. So, just arrived.
So for me, so you see, do it safe, not at all. So not only for Rubis, but also for everyone involved. And not just Rubis safety, but also traffic safety.
Yeah.
You know, public safety. You see big trucks, don't go close to them, keep away. You know, and all those little things.
Okay. Is that the reason why most of your service trucks have that sign on it, keep back 100 feet?
Yes.
You see, I remember them doing that. Yeah. Okay. All right. I've worked in gas station for 11 years. We had a bottle with water to pour on cylinder head. If gas is leaking, bubbles will come in the head or on the valve. Yeah. So I'm happy. I'm happy this member of the audience brought that up, because we were saying pour the water on the head, but we didn't say what to look for. Yeah. So if the cylinder is faulty, then there will be bubbles emanating from that valve.
Yeah, there's always pressurized.
Okay.
So soap water will help.
All right.
See it better.
Does it have to be soap water, or any water will work?
Mostly, basically soap water.
Okay.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, the soap does help it froth up better.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want to add or, include? Is there anything you think we left out?
I just want your audience and everyone to know that safety starts with each and every one of us, right? It's not only my responsibility, but it's yours, it's Rondell's, and everyone around us. So safety is everyone's business, everyone's responsibility. At Rubis, we have a mantra: if you see something, say something, right?
Right.
So it's a culture that we have developed, and I mean, if you look at how the company acts, we have several trainings that everyone has to be in. So every single Rubis staff is safety trained.
Okay.
The drivers, you drive the company vehicle, you are Smith trained. So every aspect, LPG safety, you are trained for LPG safety. So the company spares no effort in ensuring that all staff are well equipped safety-wise for all aspects.
Let me ask this before we wrap up. earlier in the conversation, you spoke about, involvement with the communities in which you operate as well. How do you engage with members of your community? For example, let's look at your Grand Mall service station, right? Do you have the community members coming at times and have conversations, have dialogues with them, or also do you have this sort of engagements?
Yeah, most definitely. In the community, it's something I would say that they're part of the family. I mean, you look around the community and you move about. Some of the things that the persons around, even the fishermen, you would think to yourself that they're walking inside Rubis, the level of knowledge that they have on the operation, about the fuel, how to interact with it, and the safety and what's not. You know, so it's a really, I would say, outstanding community to be in. They support also most and all of the time, and we need them. They're always there for us.
Okay,
so I appreciate it.
Another clarifications being sought here. Customers who want to purchase petrol, but not for the vehicles, for a weed eater, a lawnmower, something like that. The bottles that they are to transport that product in, is there a specific bottle type?
Yes, you need an approved fueling bottle. You can't use any ordinary, like a bleach bottle.
Okay.
You need an approved.
All right. So you can get those big Coke bottles and say, well, no. All right. So let me ask that. Someone comes. Let's assume a driver has an emergency on the road. They pull up for gas. They don't have these approved gas bottles, but they have one of those big Clorox bottle or something like that, and they come to your service station. Will they be denied the gas?
They are supposed to be denied. You need to have the approved bottle. As we said before, and as we continue saying, either you do it safely or not at all.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
Because, and just to give, I mean, sometimes people personally want to know why. You know, why is this or why is that? And sometimes you just say what is to be done and don't give a reason necessarily. So if you look at the bottles, like the water bottles and what's not, the properties of the gasoline, for instance, could melt that bottle. And then what you have coming off of that now is a spill, right? I know you have fuel on the ground, you have vapors that we spoke about, and we go back to the fire triangle. So now we have vapor,
the oxygen.
We have oxygen, and all we need now is a spark, right? So that in itself is a hazard. So at the end of the day, it could be more a risk to you and your life and those around you than just getting the right thing.
Right. So viewers and listeners, it's important to note that having the approved bottle is not just the service station wanting to be miserable or troublesome. It is for your safety, all right? Because not using the approved bottles, it can lead to hazardous impacts.
Exactly.
Okay. Anything else? Brainstorming? Okay. All right. I see I did not realize that Rubis was so well rounded. You have a photographer come to just take out pictures this morning. She's not coming on the set, but she's here just snapping you. I mean, that's awesome. All right. Well, I want to say thank you for dropping by, and of course, as I said, bring back GBN's regards to Mr. Archer and the rest of the team at Rubis. I'm going to single out this morning Rubis service station in Guav. Good morning. This morning is your morning. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Celebrate you this morning. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Folks, we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be back with more of the conversation after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Get ready for non-stop cricket excitement as GBN brings you live coverage of this year's Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League. Please note there will be some adjustments to our regular programming lineup. On Tuesday, September 10th through Friday, September 13th, transitions will be at 5:05 p.m. GBN television news will air at 6 p.m., followed by a repeat right after the CPL match. And don't miss the rebroadcast of transitions after the news repeat. GBN with you anywhere and everywhere with the best in sports coverage. Stay tuned and stay informed with GBN.
back, viewers and listeners. Welcome to the conversation. All right, we do have some time. It's 21 minutes after, not after, but on to 8 o'clock. And having had this conversation with Rubis, something popped in my head while the conversation was going on. And we're seeing an influx of situations where children, and I'm talking children under the age of 18 or 16, well, 18 in my opinion, 18, are left or delegated with the responsibility to act as a guardian to their siblings. That is wrong. That is wrong for more reasons than one. I wonder if you want to talk to me about that. Letting children be children, all right? Let them enjoy the whole children life, child life, all right? Don't burden them with the responsibility that, oh, I have to go, so you have to stay home with your brother and sister, your younger brothers and sisters or cousins or whatever. And, what are your thoughts on that? How should we deal with this? That's my generation of the conversation. However, if there's something even more burning than that you'd like to bring to the fore, we have some time. 435-2041. It's 20 minutes on to 8 o'clock. Just turned 19 minutes on to. Want to say good morning to the members of the SVU, Special Victims Unit. Good morning to you. Hope you all are doing fine. CID, CRO, good morning. FIU, everybody, good morning. And there are more reasons than one why it should not be placed on the child to look after the younger siblings. A lot of things can go wrong. Okay, so if you want to talk about that, here's your opportunity. 435-2041. Welcome topic. Can your guest give the importance of resting the cylinder before use? Isn't it a mixture of the product and moisture in the cylinder? Let's go to the phone line. Good morning, caller.
Morning, Mr. Gordon. How are you doing, sir?
I am alive and thankful. Welcome.
All right. So I'm not calling to respond to your question, although your suggestion, although I think it's a topical one. But it is just to inform the Grenadian public that with all that's been happening, all that we've been seeing from the National CSOT, that they really need to ensure that they are in the know. Just a couple weeks ago, the FIU put out some information indicating that over $1 million has been lost for the year so far to scams and cyber criminals and that sort of thing. So I am recommending, I am begging the Grenadian public. I know most, if not all, persons with smartphones are on WhatsApp to please join our WhatsApp group or follow our WhatsApp channel. Now, we put out a lot of information, but everybody is not on Facebook, and we put out quite a bit of stuff on Facebook. But if you're on WhatsApp, you will get the information. We have started receiving stolen credentials this week again. Right? We had a major issue with that in February, and it is continuing. The compromises for Facebook accounts, whether it's companies or individuals, that is continuing. We put out a release about the employment scams, and again, the FIU had warned about that. So there is a lot happening. Just send a WhatsApp message to 423-2478, 423-2478. That's our official number. And ask us to add you to the group. Now, it's not a group where people get to post whatever nonsense they feel they want to throw out, right? So it's not a case where you're going to be bombarded with good mornings and all these things. We try not to waste people's time. So if we put out something, it is urgent. It is something that you definitely need to be aware of. So again, the number 423-2478, 423-2478. That is our WhatsApp number. Just send us a message saying add you, and we will add you. And you can also follow us on our WhatsApp channel.
Mr. W, before you run off,
yes.
I know you might be having to plead the fifth on this, but it has been brought to my attention in recent times financial institutions are still being hacked and money is being lost. You care to comment on that?
There are people who have had their accounts drained within the last couple months, and we're talking within the last 3 months, right? And that is outside of the money muling. As I said, the leaked credentials are coming in. Just yesterday, we received one, and in there was the banking information for that individual. It means that file is on the black market for cyber criminals. And the criminals, they're not stupid, right? So they're not just taking the money, moving it from people's account out of. They're moving it from one account to the other and duping that person into sending the money to them. Well, the FIU warned about that. Mr. Joseph, there is a lot that is happening. Grenada is targeted. Up to last night, we put out another warning. Again, this one going after people's Facebook account. And when you follow the trail, you'd see that it is a targeted attack. Now, some persons may ask, well, why is this happening? Well, you think about it. If the fish is biting, the fishermen will keep going to that spot. And Grenadians are clicking. They're falling victims to a lot of these basic social engineering tactics. So naturally, the criminals keep coming. Again, I am begging the employment scams. When you go to sign up, find out exactly who it is you are dealing with, right? So if it's a local entity, who are they hiring on behalf of? Where is that company located? All that information, you need to have that. And just saying, the company is located in the U.S., that is rubbish. We've seen instances last year where people thought they were actually dealing with legit companies and their information ended up in the possession of cyber criminals. Now, when that happens, you run the risk of having your identity stolen or being a victim of identity fraud. Mr. Joseph, this is a serious wave that we're dealing with. You know what? If people only knew half of what I know and have seen in recent weeks, they would understand the urgency and the seriousness in this, right?
So how do the average man or woman, average Grenadian, who are not computer savvy as you and I are, how do we get them to navigate around this? How do we go on an education drive to sensitize our people about this?
Well, number one is having a healthy dose of suspicion, right? Normally we talk about the gut feeling, and even people who have lost money, when you speak with them thereafter, they'll tell you something felt off, but they silenced that and they went ahead and they pulled the trigger. But it's about ensuring that people know, hey, you have to be suspicious now of everything you come across. Right? Don't be in too much of a hurry to interact with anything that you see there. So those two things, just these two things, will keep a lot of people safe, Be suspicious. It doesn't matter who it's coming from. Be suspicious about it until it is able to prove that it is legit, that it is true, right? And ensuring that you do not pull the trigger without ensuring that, hey, I know this is legit. Now, we were set up to help people. So you can reach out to us, and we are going to provide some level of feedback. We've been trying to ask the right questions when you reach out to us. So the questions you should have asked before you reach out to us, we're now throwing these questions at you, right? For the employment scam, yes, there is a local entity recruiting. Who are they recruiting on behalf of? Where is that company located? Who is the point person? Does that external company have a website? What is that website? You need all that information before you just hand your stuff over, because the criminals, they're not stupid, right? So I think those two things will help, and then we need everybody on board. October is Financial Literacy Month. I expect the financial institutions to up their game and really push awareness. So, the people could be safer. How you take care of your cards. The online banking, you need to check that at least twice a day. These little things, you need to stay on top of it.
Okay. All right, bro. We'll have a conversation subsequently, okay? I need to talk to you on something else as well.
Yeah, no problem, man.
So have a good one.
And let them know, send a WhatsApp message and join the group, because when we put it out, it's going to help keep you safe. Yeah?
Tell us the number. Tell us the number again. The number again.
423-2478. 423-2478.
Okay. Thank you, bro. Have a good one.
Have a good one, yeah?
You too. God bless. Bye-bye. Yeah, prevention is so much better than cure. Please be careful, be careful, be careful. Let's go out there. Good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Morning, welcome to the program.
Yes, so Mr. W, God, that man doesn't give you information and people still getting caught. What's wrong with us? Why we don't learn it? Listen, I want to speak a little on children. Safety. Some of us parents, we just give the children a big jump. From born, they show you in man and woman group. A man having 2-year-old child, he want the girl to rush me. The 2-year-old boy is going to be in school girl to rush me too. So they don't let the children develop in their mind that them is children. They're making them feel them is man and woman. You hear what's going on in Trinidad now? 8 years
8 and 10-year-old in extortion, eh?
My dear, I remember Mr. Justin Francis. I was walking with that man and he told me, Glenda, the worst criminal you could get is young minds. So when you do that to your children or you damage your children, you leave them abandoned to do exactly what they want. When they get big now, poor government, poor community, the parents are taking no responsibility. But I heard the Prime Minister say they're starting to deal with the parents now with their children underage. You could tell me you have an 8-year-old child, 3 o'clock in the morning, the child outside involved in this kind of crime. What's wrong with us as parents?
Who's to be blamed?
We have some parents already for parents and they just getting children and damage the community.
Okay.
So we have to be more for our children. And every man, they make their own decision. But you can't come and tell me you as a mother and a father, you are 8-year-old outside in criminal activity. Who to blame?
Yeah. Okay.
Then the church, then the community. Parents have to, I find we must deal the parents too to take some of the responsibility too.
Okay.
Okay.
Have a good one. Bye-bye. All right. One of my WhatsApp contributors says, cybercrime is real. Do not give out your information. If you read a claim on the internet, it is most likely false. Do not click on links. They are most likely a false link. If you read something on the net and are interesting, go to the company website and see if the information is on the official company website. Links are redirects to the scammers. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, brother.
Welcome to the program.
And how are you?
I am alive and thankful. How about you?
Well, I did kick in.
Okay.
Listen, anything specific for this morning program?
I was looking at, children being given the responsibility to act as adults,
All right. Well, I will make a brief statement on that. If we are God-fearing nation, and if we are God-fearing nation, the Bible says, train up a child in the way that they should grow. For when they are old, they will never depart from it. And in a training, you have to train it in a godly concept, principle, ethics, code, conduct of growing up. You can train up a child, but in what kind of manner? However, I want to scratch a note off of that. I want to elaborate too long. I find the NNP party, they're trying to destabilize the growth and development of this present administration. And it's not an administration that destabilizing in the country itself. And if they take stock of the mistakes financially that they have incurred upon this nation, the millions of dollars, if it was in the treasury, we'd are able to help build back Kayaku, Piki Martini, Grenville, and Sotes in a more positive way. For instance, the private call center under Keith Mitchell cousin, $23 million went down the drain. Econ Miller, Manhattan project, $20 and odd million went down the drain. The Livra Hotel project, $20 and odd million go down. The Dipcon, millions of dollars go down the drain. The shrimp farm, $54 million go down the drain. And and nobody else bring to account for that losses of money, Con men, thief, come and take taxpayers' money under the Keith Mitchell administration, under Bowen and them. And them, they want to, the government is 3 years good in office. Look, they're getting good accreditation from financial institutions. And yet, that the wave, them FM station, the more peace outside, condemning every single little thing they see. Why they don't sweep the house, put the party in office and work to develop the country? Millions of dollars they steal and go down the drain. And no, boy, watch. What good to see?
Keep that part, right?
I will say best.
Yeah, have a good one.
Millions of dollars go down the drain, and they can't account for under the Keith Mitchell and almost $400 million.
Okay.
Yeah? And the police, they run up them out.
Okay.
Who they put in jail for the money, they let thief and go with them, con man, they take them in jail and they can't serve with nothing.
Okay.
Why what? Why all you have an idea?
Yeah. Papi, don't raise your pressure. 5 minutes away from 8 o'clock, this WhatsApp contributor says, "Good morning, innocent and listeners. I am asking the Ministry of Health to go by those pop-up breakfast sales and do some inspection. And most of all, ensure that handlers have a health certificate to prepare and sell to us. Those breaking the law are the ones who want the poor man to have licenses and health certificates. Too much all kind of food and nonsense we're buying." Okay, good morning, caller. Caller, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Welcome to the program.
I endorse that last caller. It's a long while I'm waiting to hear that.
So why you didn't say it all the time?
Well, I will tell you. But the only thing is, I want Mr. Gregory Bowen to pay back the money that he worked 7 months for in Grenada Asphalt and Concrete Product as well he was full-time manager of Green Lake.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, caller. Well, all you could hold things there, boy. 3 minutes away from 8 o'clock. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
Good morning.
Welcome to the program.
Innocent.
Hi, welcome.
What I do know, or what I have knowledge of, is first hand as well as second hand and third hand. In some institution, money have been juggled from one account to another. I'm asking myself, how does this thing happen? If it could be juggled from one man's account or a woman's account to a man's account. So let's say you have $600. Sometimes somebody put a $300 on your account. Somebody. So you don't have $900. And in a few days, the $300 comes out. Tell me something. Do you think, I know you are very, very intelligent, that most of these things are done by outsiders? Yes, some. A great percentage. Please don't ask me what percentage. Imagine what is a great or what is a small. That's your problem or your problem. Now, as far as I'm concerned, people have to look into this very with skepticism, because where you think the things are not happening, the things are happening. Perhaps information that have been sent out to cronies, and they get to know little things, or perhaps much things. So be very careful. Be very careful. I was involved physically. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, caller. Thank you very much. 1 minute away from 8 o'clock. Yeah, that is the time. The time has elapsed. So the BBC is still unavailable, so we'll extend a little bit. Good morning, caller.
And I know the time is short. Just something I just want to share with the public. You know, yesterday I was coming up from St. John Street, just around 4:30. And you know, all the vehicles park up on the side of the road. You okay?
Yeah.
Do you know a young lady with a little child? The little child could be about 2 years and so, walking a little child in the road. And she is walking on the side, and the child is directly on the road. So the guy threw the horn for the lady to move on the side. You know what she did? When she go and she pick up the child, she just started to cause the driver of the vehicle. You know, I just let the people know what's going on, and you know, it's not good. You know, I mean, with the reaction of some of the individuals. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thanks, caller. Yeah, as adults, if you're walking your child, it's always the safer thing to do is to have the child on the side. All right. Okay. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Innocent.
Welcome to the program.
Well, I want to make my little contribution about these children that you talk about. Elder one growing up, trained parents living at home with the younger ones. But that is not a bad thing. But today, in this generation and society, it is a very bad thing. Or it's not working. Because, for instance, in our generation when we grew up, that is how we know it. Because, for instance, the elder one will take care of all the other younger ones, and they listen. And then the elder one, you're learning to get responsibility. You're learning to take care of others. You might have to share the food, even though the mother cook. Everything is there. You have to share the food. So you're learning a lot of things. And then when the parents going out, the neighbors around might know, well, Miss so-and-so in home today, the children are alone, so they're looking out. And then you have most of the things, all children might be coming outside and play. Or they might go to the neighbor for and spend the time till the parents come back. But today, if they tried doing that, they could do the same thing, but you will not see children outside because the same parents is giving them the weapon. They lock up in the house, you're not seeing nobody moving, you're not seeing nothing, a lot of them. But the weapon the parents leave with them is training them, and they're learning from that. The TV, the computer, and the phone. They're learning all the crimes and these things from the movies. They're learning everything, the pornos, everything. So today is a serious thing doing that. It's more dangerous than anything. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, caller. Thank you very much. Very valid point there. 2 minutes after 8 o'clock. Good morning, Nutmeg Queen. How are you doing? I thought you gave up on us. I ain't seen you. It's a way. Okay, let's take this WhatsApp call. Good morning, caller. Caller, good morning. Hello? All right. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning.
Good morning, Innocent. How are you?
I am alive and thankful. How about you?
I'm pretty okay, man. I get some good weather yesterday. We get some good weather.
Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, but I planted a set of corn and thing yesterday.
Okay. You plant breadfruit too? We can know you run out of breadfruit.
The breadfruit will spring back, man. You
okay.
Know what I mean? We do. There's the heads and them that is broke now for you. You get them coming back.
All right. Okay.
I want to raise a concern, Innocent. And it is not just happening in my area. When you go to St. George's, it is the very same thing you see after school. And I am asking that the school, along with the police and the parents of those children, make an effort to get their children breaking that habit. There is a law that is against loitering. And what I noticed in Saturdays, after that McDonald College is sent home after school, there is a congregation, and it is an unholy congregation, Innocent.
Okay.
The conversations, when you're passing, you don't have to go close by. You're passing, and you're hearing the conversation, the obscenity that is coming from those children that is congregating. Some of them very hesitantly, reluctantly going. They're not putting themselves in position to get the bus. Some of them, you see that they are in position to get the bus. But this is what you call liming spot for some of those children and them. And the conversation, I say, and unfortunately, what you have happening is some of the young ladies, the girls, are actually joining in with the boys. We have had a stabbing incident. Yes, it was not related to school, but in the very said area down at close to S.A. Belfort in Saturdays. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, definitely.
The police in Saturdays, along with the school, along with the parents, need to stop what is happening there. Because if they don't, one of these days we will have an unfortunate incident happening with those young children that all of us now will just jump on the radio and start talking about. When children come from school, they need to put themselves in an area where they can get the bus to go home. Loitering is against the law, and I don't understand the police. I've been to the police on that issue. And the response was that, yes, you have a law against loitering, but even the parents and the gentleman said to me, you and all might, take offense as to what we're doing in such situations. I mean, it's just ridiculous. We need to do something about those children that is loitering on the street after school, and the conversation that they are keeping there is not good.
Yeah.
Something would happen, and we all would not like it. We'll be speaking on the radio, just like what is happening in Trinidad. No, we need to address his parents.
So tell me, in your humble opinion, what do you think? Because I've been making that call for quite a while now on this platform. The kind of times and the kind of compromising positions that I'm seeing school children in uniform. It's appalling. What do you think can be done?
Enforcing the law.
Okay.
Especially, for McDonald College, there could be something that could be done. The children could be let out in stages. Even if it comes down to that, because what they might say to you is that if all of us go there, we were not able to get the bus, all of us together, because the buses and them we had to wait on the buses. So what do we do whilst we're waiting on the buses? So let go them train them in phases. Phase 1 go from 1 to from 2 go home at a particular time. From 2 and 3 go home at 3 and 4. We have to do something, because it would lead to an unfortunate incident.
Yeah. Okay.
Parents with your children, you will be amazed. Leave home one day before school terminated and go in Saturday and stand up and see what your children are doing. It is not good.
Okay.
I mean, I have children myself. I have 2 young boys, but most of my children are very big. But it is appalling to see what is happening in Saturdays. Okay. And it's also happening in St. George's. I've had to intervene in St. George's as well.
Yeah, I think it's a nationwide issue. But nonetheless, caller, thanks a lot, yeah?
Take care, my brother.
Have a good one. Folks, it's 7 minutes. Grenada police is very lawless themselves, most of them. They simply don't care and turn a blind eye to plenty foolishness within our society. Parents need to get more involved, and the police needs to do their jobs. Where are the parents? Give your kids a time to get home. Folks, on that note, we end the program this morning, 8 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for your contribution and participation. And if the good Lord spare your lives, we'll do it again tomorrow. Same time, same frequency. Until then, bye-bye. I love you. Bye-bye.